Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Honest Hour podcast, brought to you by Ziibaha Entertainment Records. I am Balkis Abdul Kabir. Right here in the studio with me today, I have my co-host. From my left hand side, I have Praise of Delta, and right opposite me, I have our team leader, our own black and shine, which is Alfred Emmanuel.
What's up, beautiful people?
Today, I've brought to you an amazing personality in the entertainment industry. This man that I brought to you, he's an amazing person, he's an interesting person, and he's this person that brings out your own sense of humor. He makes you laugh. Even when you are hungry or you are in a mood that you're not even happy, once you see this man like this, you just burst into laughter. Make sure you're not eating anything pepperish when you're watching him, because I'm very sure that you will laugh it out. Who is this person that I'm talking about? He's an MC and he's also a comedian. He is no other person than Mr. Adekunle Adediran Akanwo, which is popularly known as Dr. Bengu Bengu, alias No Condition is Permanent. Drums rolling, please. Welcome to the studio here with me.
You're welcome, sir. No condition is permanent. I think you are exactly what this country needs.
I swear.
Your personality, your slogan, move so that at least we have hope.
That no condition is actually permanent.
It's not permanent. One day.
The condition has never been permanent.
One day we'll make it. The government will not be permanent in Jesus' name.
No,
Amen.
Permanent will change.
After 4 years. For 4 years.
Let us pray. Let us pray that it actually ends in 4 years. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you for honoring our invite.
My greatest pleasure.
All right, guys, today he's going to take us through. Dr. Bengu Bengu is going to take us through his experience in the entertainment industry. What am I talking about? What he has seen, what inspires him, being an MC and also being a comedian, collaborating it together, what he has experienced, the things that he has for us. And before you leave the studio here today, Dr. Bengu Bengu, you're going to tell me how you derive that no condition is permanent, because I'm actually curious and I want to know about it.
No problem.
But before we dive into that, let's quickly talk about your experience and what actually inspires you to become a comedian and an MC together, the challenges that you faced, and what you want people out there to know about the entertainment industry.
Okay, thank you so much. Once again, I want to say thank you for having me this afternoon.
The pleasure is ours.
To start with, being a comedian and being an MC, these two things are different.
Okay.
They are two different things at the same time. And if you have to combine it together, it takes some certain, ability before you can say you want to be a comedian and at the same time being an MC. To people believe once you are an MC, you can be a comedian at the same time.
Okay.
But it's not always everyone who is an MC that
can be a comedian.
Well, yeah.
You know, comedian is someone that makes people laugh.
Yes.
Through his probably joke or behavior or act. And being a comedian, making people laugh is in different categories.
Okay.
You know, these are things that when I tell people that when you call someone a comedian or you have a comedy show and you want someone that will make people laugh, you have to define it. Who exactly am I bringing up?
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
it? When you have a comedy show, mostly what you need are stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
You know, as a comedian, someone that makes people laugh, will break it into different segments and categories, and everyone has
Really?
what they do for every of their abilities. We
Okay.
have clowns, they are not stand-up comedians.
Wow.
We have jesters, they are not stand-up comedians. We have funny people, they are not stand-up comedians. We have screen comedy actors, they are not stand-up comedians. We have radio and audio comedians, they are not stand-up comedians.
Amazing.
So everyone has their own aspect. When you move into the movie industry, you have the likes of Sophia in London, we have the likes of Mr. Agu, we have the likes of
Okay.
Latin. Those are just movie and screen comedians.
Okay.
You know, when you have clowns are people dressed up in funny costumes, and they are naturally stupid when it comes to their costumes to make people laugh. Those are clowns, mostly used for kids, you know. And when you have jesters are those people that dress in a funny way, you know. You see them, they can have this long spoon, they have clothes in their bum, you know, they have their face tattooed with white beards, you know, wear costume, they can wear hoodie, put on agbada on it, you know, wear big shoes.
I'm just a female, like
I'm
dressed like a girl.
And they sing funny songs, and you see them, even without talking, you laugh.
You find them funny.
So those are jesters. So jesters are different from clowns. They are different. So stand-up comedians are people that, you know, come to shows, stand in front of audience, and make people laugh with their wordplay or jokes that they say and make audience laugh.
Yeah, like the likes of them, Basket Mouth,
Bobby, Agu, Agodai. AY is not a comedian.
No,
actually.
AY is not.
You said AY is not a comedian.
Why is not a comedian?
Wow.
Okay.
That's
No.
the
When we go back,
I'm
when we go
actually
back
interested
to,
in that.
When we go back to the early 2010, 2010, 2008, 9, 11, you know, stand-up comedy they really like. Cleans the Drunk, Basket Mouth,
Bucci,
AY. We had AY
Why was
live.
there now?
We still had AY live to today.
Okay, let me why I said AY is a comedian. I'm not disputing the fact that AY is into comedy.
Okay.
AY is a business enthusiast that is into comedy. He himself, during his shows, AY can stand in front of people, make people laugh.
Yes.
But categorically now, even if you ask AY himself, he is a senior colleague in the industry, among one of the A-list we have when you talk about comedians in Nigeria. But AY will not address himself as a full-time stand-up comedian. You get?
Okay.
Even at AY live show, he rather comes as a compare or someone that MCs the event with sense of humor.
Okay, so let's say AY is no longer deep into stand-up comedy.
Just the same way you don't categorize Teju Babyface as a stand-up comedian.
Teju Babyface
will tell you he is not a comedian.
And when those days,
you roll and you
He
laugh.
makes people laugh.
we know those days he did more of hosting comedy shows,
that's what
TV comedies
people
and
mix
all that.
together. And when you have someone with a good and a great sense of humor.
Okay, out of all these categories, which one did you fall into?
Okay, I'm not a clown, I'm not a jester, and of course I'm a comedian, a stand-up comedian, and I do screen act and I do audio too. So
Okay.
Sorry, before you continue, to me, I'm saying that maybe AY is, like, how will I say it? Maybe it's feeling like him and doing all these hosting all these movies. Maybe it's what they giving him more money. That's why he actually left that stand-up comedy.
When you passion drives, AY is someone that has been into comedy. Don't quote me wrong. When I said AY is not a comedian, I'm not saying that AY cannot stand up to do stand-up comedy to people.
Okay.
Because I remember those time I was wearing all those white gown. I was doing those dialogue.
Yes, those are skits.
Yeah, that's true. That's skits. Yes.
You get it.
Yes, that's skits.
Yeah, I grew up in those are people I watched when I so much developed interest in
comedy,
becoming a skit maker, a comedian. You know, the likes of Basket Mouth, watching their Clean the Drunk. Those are people like I watch. So I'm not saying that what AY does now is building an empire around himself with comedians that AY has built a lot of people when it comes to comedy.
That's true.
You cannot under categorize where you are talking about Sheila, or you're talking about so many people that have risen under the cap of Nigeria. What we talk about, there's an agreement that was going about like who is the father of comedy in Nigeria. Someone was saying it's Babasala, someone was saying
Alibaba.
Someone was saying, you know, you can categorize it to different ways. There are different kind of category. When you say father of stand-up comedian, some people were saying it's Bengali way. Some people were saying it's Alibaba. Some people were saying it's Baba Salah. You know,
Bengu
it depends.
Bengu.
So when you dip into the root and you feel like, okay, now comedy has defined into different segments. Okay, how does it go to, okay, where does this thing come through? Because then when Bengu Bengu was then with his, you know, Bengu Bengu.
Yes, that's what I wanted to even ask. Like Bengu Bengu, is he a stand-up comedian too?
Bengu Bengu is someone that is diversified into so many talents.
Because I listened
to stand-up comedy,
to his
he
comedy.
does audio comedy, he does music comedy. When you talk about all-round entertainment, he's an MC, he's an actor, he speaks over 15 languages.
He even changes his voice.
So he's a dynamic person when he talks, like someone that he has his own different style. And since he left, we have some people that imitate his voice, but on his act. Personally, I don't think ever then we have seen someone like him.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not saying that there's nobody like him. You get it, but we have not seen someone.
Everybody
like
has their own personality. That's something that is different in them.
When it comes to AY, that is kind of, and AY is someone right now that he organizes a show. That's why till today we have AY live.
Yeah.
And we have different comedians coming up. And you cannot see AY doing AY live coming up to say, okay, this is my own time, I want to perform, and do some jokes. You rather come
just same way Alibaba is not
doing his January 1st concert. Alibaba still does comedy. Stand-up comedy when it comes to comedy specials.
I think he just makes special appearances and then just
are the father in the industry.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, there's something that just came to my mind now.
Okay.
Where can you categorize these two people? Aki and Popo.
Aki and Popo.
Because there's nobody like them up to now. There's nobody like Aki and Popo again.
Yeah, we have so many like people like Aki and Popo. You can say we don't have people like Aki and Popo in stature.
Okay.
We have
but their combination, do you think we have people like them?
Their combinations in movies, yes, right from time.
Seriously.
Yeah. Because they are screen actors.
That's screen.
You get it.
Up to now.
You cannot have a comedy show. And I have a stand-up comedy show that people are coming there to laugh, and I want to invite Aki and Popo to do what exactly? The best thing most people do is just for them to just come and make special appearance, say hi to people, and just go back to their seat.
What about the current thing now? Let's talk about, I won't say Gen Z comedians, but the new comedians that blew up from social media, right? We're talking about the likes of Lasisi Elenu.
Yeah.
Right?
Lasisi Elenu, we have, okay, now let me break it down. That's what I was saying the other time. Breaking it down. We have skit makers. We have, the skit makers are people that make people laugh through their skits. Skits are something we call sketch. Okay. Now people categorize to be skits. Sketch are just minutes or few seconds of acts that you do. It's probably basically might not be comedy. You get it? But when we do comedy sketch, those are people that we have the likes of Lassie, we have Toda Shaggy, we have Taoma, we have
this Larry guy.
We have, you get it. So people like that, those are people that do. So you cannot have a stand-up comedy show when you have a comedy show and you invite them. What they do basically is what they do in their skits.
What about the likes of Officer Woods?
Officer Woods is not a stand-up comedian.
Okay. The skit maker, right?
They are skit makers.
And
but you can call Mark Larry J. Mark Larry J. You know
Larry J. Yes, Larry J is
a
stand-up comedian.
He's a stand-up comedian, because he too, I think he too blew up from social media.
Larry J does stand-up
comedy.
What do I call him? Ainana is a stand-up comedian. So we have a lot. So, but when you see people that can combine the two together, that being an MC is different. Okay, now, because people that does MC in full time, we have the of TA, we have the likes of IK.
Yeah.
So those are, we have the likes of Ebuka. those are MCs that, the basic thing they do is MC events.
MC.
You get it?
Okay.
Not like mixing it. Not like they cannot hold the microphone, say something, and the audience will laugh. But for them to just come and say, okay, these are my jokes and my trials, I want to start making people laugh for the next 15, 10 minutes, and I will say, okay, thank you, that's my time, and leave stage. No. You get it? They have just sense of humor.
So now that you've taken us through the industry structure, or let's get into the experience part properly now. We understand that the entertainment industry is not always easy. It's not
Sure,
always
definitely.
a smooth ride. A lot of persons have had like personal experiences. Some persons' career has been cut short or almost been cut short because of personal encounters with maybe friends or management issue, money issue. So what can you tell us about like your own individual experience when it comes to this entertainment industry, like the bad side of the industry that
The
people will
challenges
normally
in
not
general.
see? People will normally not
There are
see.
so many things people don't see when it comes to the entertainment industry. What people see basically is just the fact that these people are doing well, and
They are rich. They're actually doing well.
Anyone
We can't.
see on social media go, God, I love this. Okay, next week. In fact, me too, I'm going into this kind of career. This is one thing I want to do. It's something like when you start. Definitely, I do tell people, those that comes to me like, I want you to mentor me. I say, okay, me too, I'm still growing, but this level that I've reached, I will tell you that, Aga, if you want to start, just know that there is a day you will sit down and just say that Irukini Mokorami, see,
God.
that okay, let me even change my career because this thing is something like there are raining days and there are dry seasons when it comes to entertainment in general. Now, capping it to my own side of the entertainment industry,
Okay.
talking about the comedy industry, is something that, in as much as you don't have the name yet, I don't want to see how funny you are, you still have to pave your way to make people understand that you are funny.
The term paving way. What do you mean by paving way?
Yeah.
Brand
Like
yourself.
pave your way. Like
Brand yourself.
Branding is one of the key things of you have to do. That's one.
Okay.
Two, you have to move with people. Sacrifice too has to be part of it.
is it like
In the
getting
sense
close
of-
to people that are already
At the top.
at the top?
If you want to get close to people that are at the top, it still has, you have a lot to do about it.
Nobody will
Okay,
help
now,
you.
Wow.
for example, my name is Adekunle Adedu. I'm based in Osogbo.
Yes.
Bright Opocha is staying in Lagos. His name is Basketman. I don't have a one-on-one rapport with him. So I can just take a bus from Aregbe, say, take me to Lagos. I get to Lagos, I want to locate Basketman. Say, sir, I'm a comedian. I want you to put me on the timeline. We'll be like, you're welcome. We have 1,001 comedians on his list that I feel
That
like
they are on queue.
it's not like they are not even good, that they are even better than you that you say you want to go.
But they are good.
They are still on that queue. You get it? Now showcasing yourself. That's how can basketball now notice me.
Yes.
If this channel I want is through basketball, I cannot make this man notice me because through him I want people to know me.
Okay.
It's not a way to now showcase yourself. Now, thank God we have the likes of social media. It's something that can boost you to make people know you. Okay, I will make example of this very person, Tolibian. Tolibian based in Ilorin. The first song Tolibian did was
Abaya Wala.
Then it was Cute Abiola that promoted him there, and then he went on. Till then, that was the only song probably goes to event. He has some other songs rather, but now he has another song, Ramadan.
That is trending now.
That's trending now. When he sang this song presently, personally, the amount of the amount of energy you put on that song for promotions. I don't think there is a day you go on social media
You don't
that
hear
you
that
don't
sound.
see him
a
post.
video different from the one you saw yesterday.
Most
from that same
especially
song.
funny
I think
videos.
Funny
Whiskey
videos.
posted him
You saw
yesterday.
2-3 videos today. Tomorrow you see like 4-5 different videos with him too. The next day, since the beginning of this Ramadan till now,
So now,
I cannot count how many videos
you've
he
seen
has
of
done
him.
personally,
Oh, yeah.
not
Sound.
the one people does for him
With the
that
sound.
So from there, people start noticing him. You start seeing celebrities jumping on that song
sound,
to do
yeah.
this, keep expanding. From there, people keep noticing, oh, this song. If you don't know the song, you just know probably just a line on the song. Sorry. Okay, from there, people start now you start that people now reposting even without you saying posting. Now, AY can just say, okay, AY doesn't do Ramadan, he does Easter show. I didn't mean AY does Ramadan, is AY live for the Ramadan. Like this, those are the kind of people he brings to his show to make you like. Okay, don't get me wrong. You cannot. Okay, I think the Ghanaian does Love Matters. Don't get me wrong. If Tolibian will be invited for his Love Matters, I don't know, anywhere around Southwest, just okay, come for this show. They will contact you because he has worked a lot for it. You know, that is one way for you to be noticed. Social media helps a lot. Sponsoring, sacrifice. You need money too.
Money.
Because if you post your content online, you still need to sponsor it with your own money to make it go viral too. Sponsors, show ads on different people's platforms.
So you have to spend your own money
so
first.
it's not
to get
something
money.
you have to spend your money. If you are going into this as a career, being a comedian, coming back to the comedy industry now, you want to do that. You have to spend first. Just erase the fact that you want to make money at the start. Then later you start earning the money. But when you want to start, you know that you want to spend money. Personally, me sharing from my experience, when I started, I have had different shows. I would not be invited.
Just went there.
When I started, then it was still the era of BlackBerry. We
Okay.
have BBN. So people saying BC. I think that was the era where BC starts. They start broadcast on BlackBerry. You know, when you have people spin, you just collect pin, and when they said BC, you saw it. The social show is coming up. They add the names, blah blah blah, performing, and many more. If you send a list to me, a BC to me, I will copy the BC. Before the and so many more, I will put comma, put my name, and put and many more. I will resend it to BC again.
I'm sorry.
You will edit it.
Let's divert a little. I just think of something now.
Okay.
You know, we have like coming to music. You know, we have Davido, we have Don Jazzy, we have those people that actually push artists.
Okay.
Are you telling me that because most of them they don't even have anything, like they're just doing their own normal things, doing their freestyle, and they will be noticed online. They will help them. Do you actually have some like people like that in like in the comedy? Like
Of course, yes, definitely.
Like
we have a lot of people that will be noticed online. You do stuff like that.
Like who is I'll see them like Don Jazzy with the video like.
No, we have a lot of people that promote comedy. We have the likes of Ali Baba. Ali Baba does this January 1 concert.
Up to now.
Yes, and he had his spontaneity show there. We have Bumi Davies. There are times Bumi Davies to do. There was a time he stood those Night of 1,000 Laughs then. But now he collaborates to do this spontaneity with Ali Baba too. They do Ali Baba spontaneity. It's different from his January 1st concert. So there are people like probably you just see your skit online. Just like this guy is funny. Okay, now take example of Lai Wasabi. Lai does a skit around here in Oshobo.
Yeah,
The first skit of Lai that Tunde had not post was the one he did when he was doing something like probably was a mortuary attendance. He sneezed and somebody said sorry. He answered and he just looked around and just like, I'm not the only one here. That was the skit Tunde had not post.
Yes.
And from there he went into his page, saw some other content and post, and from there he moved from Oshobo to Lagos and he had the management until now the rest is issue. You get it? So stuff like that, there are so many people. Mr. Funny is someone that does his stuff online. Today I not saw something like that, post on his page. From there till now he has get it. So when you do your stuff and people keep noticing you, that's what consistency means. When you keep doing something, just keep. You never knew which one
That
people
will
will
blow your
notice
That'll make
and
you
people
blow.
will go. When I had my name Dr. Bengu, I just do my stuff on the norms. I think 2018 when I had a skit with this NYC uniform that was speaking one bad grammar, then I was just doing it was just like a joke, and I was everywhere then, even on TVC channels. It was a main focus that they thought that the video was real, and that was, I think that was the video that gave me my first 1 million view.
Wow.
On which platform actually?
That was on Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
So I was like, so it depends on how well you were able to manage your social media. Then that's one of the key. Then two, meet people, go for events. There are so many events I will not be invited for that I will go for.
Yeah,
You invite me,
said
you don't
it.
invite me, I'll go. I'll sponsor myself with my own money. Eventually,
And you
there
will
are so many
perform there?
shows I will not perform. I will just be backstage. I will see people. I will meet you. I will tell you. I will not be afraid to meet you. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Dr. Bengu. I've been watching you for years. I'm still a comedian, and I'm looking up to going over you. Okay, you're welcome. And that's why, are you here to perform? If I have the chance to perform, I'll perform. If I don't have the chance,
Perform,
you are coming up. If they have conferences, I'll go.
Yeah.
Go for lectures. If I see any master class, I go for them. From there, people start noticing you. I met Dr. Smile. I think that was 2015. Dr. Smile met me as a dancer. He never knew I do stand-up comedy. He invited me for the show. I'll come and dance. I danced. I went for a show. People were performing, and in my mind, I was like, I can do comedy than these people. But he never knew I do stand-up comedy. I performed. I danced twice that very day. Though the dance was comically actually. Then later, I think he visited and he saw me on stage performing. Like, so well, man, comedy, sir. That was when he knew I do stand-up comedy. Until date, he has been one of the people that he has been encouraging me in the industry. Whenever we meet, and she's like, no, Bengu, no, do this, do that. No, he's good, he's tight, So it happens like that. That's when I say sacrifices. And there are shows people will invite you to, they'll promise to pay you, and at the end of the day,
You get
Not see your money.
they will promise you, don't worry, you do everything, and after all, some people say, don't worry, we'll give you half payments. Now when you come, we'll pay the balance. Just
And
give
they
you
will
more
not
than
pay
that,
it.
So but there are some times that personally, deep inside you know that I'm not going because of the money. I want to go
Just for
because
the
of passion.
opportunity.
There are some platforms that need you. There are some platforms that you need.
Yeah, you need,
when you
exactly.
start, you need every platform.
Uh-huh.
But when you get to some stage, some platform needs you, then you need some other platforms. So you go for the platform that you need. When the platform that needs you calls you, you go for them. That's where you start getting back from what you have earned. Then you start pursuing the platforms that you need more to.
So before we let you go, there's this thing that has been on our mind, right? This entertainment industry, there is a lot of fake life inside of it. There's a lot of fake life in this entertainment industry. There are artists, celebrities, comedians, musicians that you see online, and then you feel like, this guy don't blow, this guy don't big, look at his car, look at his house, look at his. But truly, the Sakpad self, they owe them the way they owe normal people.
It's called packaging.
Is it packaging? Is
Okay.
it what?
Okay, I understand. There was a time, who said it? I think I read a quote online. I forgot it. Somebody said, "Fake it until you make it."
So that's the techniques that
no,
they are
it's
using.
not the technique. Someone said, "Fake it until you make it." Most things that you see, people come to assumption for people.
They believe what
when
they
you see
see.
the name, okay, most apologies, I'm not trying to shade anybody, but when you see anybody in the movie industry always acting as the rich person all the time. What you believe in real life
No,
is
the person is rich.
Olowo ni bobo, he has
This person old.
same way you see people acting as probably a dull person in the movie, or where or act be or the ordinary, or those people that act as gate man, and you feel when you see them in real life, you just feel like no, he doesn't have anything, no, he's just like that. And you know, characters in movies are different from the ones in real life.
Like people
Same
are
way
using
when
their
you see
character to determine the kind of person that they are.
Now, when you see real in skits, you see comedians, you get them when they want to act, they act with cars, big houses, and you feel like these people don't know, and when they are living fake life, you see them real life. It doesn't mean when we want to do a content, we make it
You make it look reality.
make believe, yeah. So those things, we call it props.
Okay.
It's coined from property. Props are the things you use essentially when you want to act. If I need to make a call now, I want to act like, okay, I'm a rich boy in this 2025. Okay, I have to use the latest iPhone, like iPhone 16. Okay, I need latest 2025 Toyota Prado. I can rent it. Okay, who has an iPhone 16? Borrow me. I want to use it for the shoot. You saw those, I hacked with it. Okay, I need a plate number. Well, please customize the name Dr. Bengu. We find a plate number, we'll customize it and put it on it. You see me acting with it. If you see motor to loan in the last kit, 16 iPhone 16. So, and after the shoot,
that thing will actually blow you up.
So it happens to people like that. That's why you see us whenever you want to shoot in town, people will come to you. Baba, I'm gbowó mi lọ́wọ́ ẹ lónìí. We gbogbo owó yẹn, I rí gbogbo ẹ. I will see everything. I collect my money, and that is one thing that people don't see, and those are the things we cannot run off. In Osogbo here, I can say I grew my fan base here, and aside going out to other southwestern states, if I want to shoot, there are days I choose to shoot. I cannot shoot weekdays rather than Sunday if I need to shoot anything in town, because I know how much disturbance I'll get from people I know and people I don't know.
Yeah.
So it happens like that. And not only here, if you go outside here, it's very large. It's just small in Osogbo. If you go to likes of Ibadan, Lagos especially, if they owe you, some will even seize your camera. So even if you are not showing, if you're until now that people are not changing it from there, wow. So it's just so those are one of the challenges that you face there.
Thank you so much.
Just give your audience, like those upcoming
comedians,
just give them one or two advice.
It's just the advice I've been giving right from time. Whoever wants to come into this profession knows that is a lifetime thing. This thing is just a part-time. It's not a part-time job. It's something you have to do full-time, and consistency. Something you've been doing. There's times that it might feel like you drop a content is not moving. There are times you drop videos, you feel like you see like probably 2, 3, 15 views, 20 views. You feel like this thing that I wasted my money on is not even moving. Okay. Keep doing it. Some people are noticing you that they just keep quiet. You notice yourself that you might post something online, even you that you are not into full-time social media content creation. You post something online and you see someone like this thing is not moving, and someone you see in the next 2, 3, 4 months, and just say like, I love that clothes. So post to Facebook, they were like they saw it. Get it? There are times that those things will now come and just be like, look, if you are not noticed yesterday, just let that opportunity comes and everyone knows you. That's when people, you know that people who has been noticing you for something you've been doing years back, they will just bring your old videos. I have this one. In 2000 and so it's consistency. Don't give up and just keep persistent and know that this thing is not easy. It's not a bed of roses, and it can get tough at some point, but eventually it will pay off.
Okay.
Thank you so
Maybe
much.
next time we'll talk about your no condition is permanent.
I know.
Yeah, I think this I'm going to talk about that.
Talk about that honest.
I really appreciate, let's say, Ziibaha Entertainment really appreciate your time with us. When I told you that my guest here today is an intelligent person, it's an interesting person. Personally, I don't know the categories of the comedians that we have, but today I think I've already gained a lot with his explanation and how he tried to give us examples of people that does the categories specifically one after the other. And here he let us understand that he's a stand-up comedian and he's a full-time MC. Dr. Bengu Bengu, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for putting us through the experiences, the challenges, and what we ourselves did not know and what the audience out there did not know about the entertainment industry. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
So this is Honest Our Podcast. See you again next time. And don't forget that our sponsor is still Ziibaha Entertainment Records. Bye.